Hi, thanks again for visiting. It's a snowy day here in Brockton, Massachusetts, my place of exile, which one of these days I'll tell the story of. And I'm just chilling out in my pajamas, taking it easy. But you don't care about my pajamas. The reason you clicked on this is because you wanted to talk a little bit about this collection of Deep Purple guitar tabs. This is the best of Deep Purple. And you know what? Overall, I'd say they pretty much nailed that title. If you've bought guitar collections before, transcriptions, you know, sometimes like a band like Genesis, which has some notable guitar in some of their music, and most of their big hits though have been kind of these big poppy synth-driven songs. And what you wind up with is a guitar book full of synth-driven songs. Well, that may or may not be what you want, but a lot of times you want the guitar, right? Well, Deep Purple, you don't have to worry about that since they're pretty guitar heavy to begin with. So this has the best of, and I'll try to list the song listing down below, but it has all the good ones you want. And only one I could think of just offhand that I would like to have seen was Kentucky Woman, but I realized that's a Neil Diamond song, and they're just doing a cover, so that's probably why it's not here. The negatives of this collection. One, well, the huge negative is I was sitting down trying to play Hush, and that was one of the main songs I wanted to get out of this. And I was having a hard time. I'm like, this isn't the song I'm thinking of. And the reason is that, along with some of their oldest songs, are actually taken from a live album. Transcription from a live album. So you really need to know that, and so it's still the song. I mean, you're still going to figure it out playing it, especially if you're even a moderately decent guitarist. I'm not, and you know, I got it to kind of sound like what I wanted it to be like. And there's little transcription errors throughout the book. I find with all these Hal Leonard books, that seems to be a problem that pops up. Not always, but some of it's just a note is wrong here or there. It's something that again you should be able to fix. Another is sometimes the fingering isn't quite what it's supposed to be. Smoke on the Water, their biggest song, is a good perfect example of that. The notes are right. It's actually transcribed in fifths, which is, as Richie Blackmore always complains about, nobody plays properly. But the fingering is actually off. The notes are right, but if you look at Blackmore play it, he stays in the first position. This version, which is the way I've always played it, is you slide up the neck of the guitar. So it's a fine transcription book. I don't want to waste too much of your time. I will say this: Deep Purple, underrated band, underrated. They have some great albums. They have some excellent songs. And if you're a guitarist or if you're in a band, this is great. Deep Purple has some of the best jam material you can imagine. And it's not always as easy as it looks either. So, again, good transcriptions, some mistakes, weird live versions of songs that I didn't want weird live versions of. Still worth it.